Owen Mcdonald with the goal for Netherlands. That puts the score tied up 2 apiece with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Going on for the same from the, and it is Korea again. We've seen Luke Smith be the one to score this second time for Korea. And Ethan Ashe here in the bottom of your screen, he's had a shot on target already as well. These are two of the more versatile players for Korea. You see what I'm talking about right there. That skip that Ethan's got that seems to have been working previously to separate him from the defender. Takes another shot, misses it by a little bit. It will be Netherlands ball, so we're going to go back again from right to left. Netherlands get things started on this first quarter. Quick transition into offense. A little bit over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tied at 2 apiece, Netherlands and Korea. As I said, a game that we saw on August 12th, and 8-11 for the Netherlands side. Korea trying to do the most here in the Platinum semifinal. As I said, a couple players to take a look at. Phillip Beijard, the face-off specialist for Netherlands. Both of the McDonald brothers, Christian Della Rocco and Ken Chin, one of the more important players on the offensive side for the mechanic orange, as we'd like to say in Spanish, or naranja mecánica. On the other side, Korea, they've got some great players like Luke Smith, Ethan Ashe, In Soo Young. I want to say Min Woo Kim has been also a great player for Korea. However, it has also been the goalie for them has been a lot. Theo Kim has given a lot to talk about. His performance has been superb day in and day out, but Korea has had trouble competing on defense against most of the other teams that they've played against, giving up a lot of scores. And here, low scoring game for the first quarter, I want to say, but a pretty fast paced game, which is just what we like to see. And again, Netherlands on the ball. That is number 19 who's dissed and assists and scores. Marc Jacob Mortenberg. That is his first of the game. That was one of the McDonald brothers. That was Owen. That makes the little skip pass to him. And he just lashes it through to hit the left side of the post and get in. And what we were talking about, Theo Kim, they are a little frustrated. Over 2 minutes, a little bit under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Again, we're going to see Phillip Beijard take on number 6, Yu Lee. And it is Owen Mcdonald who comes up with the ball. He's going to run the entirety of the field again. He's in no rush to get this one off. He's got about a minute 30 to go in this first quarter. Want to take good care of the last possession and make sure that you are the one in control of the last shot. However, there's a window that opens opportunity for a score to happen earlier, like this one. You got to take advantage of it. That was number 6, Christian Della Rocca, one of the players I had mentioned before, scoring his first of the game. Really interesting to see the chemistry between this Netherlands side start to come together fairly quickly. Already 2 scores up ahead of Korea, and you see the frustration in Theo Kim just trying to look at his defenders. Nobody really knew who to pick him up. Little bit of a lack of communication in there makes it all that easier for Netherlands. And the face-off is about to happen again. Phillip Beijard against number 6, Yu Lee. And again, Owen Mcdonald with 20 seconds to go in possession makes the short pass. Another shot for Netherlands is going to hit the upper post, but it is Owen Mcdonald who's still in control. Finds the open man. Number 19 going to take a slash through it, and another score with 5 seconds to go. Number 19, second score of the game. Marc Jacob Smorberg. And that's what you love to see. You don't have to be running and cutting. All you got to do is stay put, stay patient, find the open space. And look at that. Number 19 in the bottom of your screen, just staying patiently put where he was supposed to be and takes the shot. That was great. He doesn't overload any side of the field where there's already defenders. He knows everyone's away from him, so he just takes a couple seconds, load that thing, and let it fly, young man. Again, face off. Over a couple seconds to go here in the first quarter. And that will do it, folks. First quarter of this game has, let me just say, it's flown by. It's felt just so fast. Just to remind you and thank you for watching the Lax Sports Network coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship. That's the end of her first quarter. Korea has 2 goals while Netherlands has 5. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's And thank you to our amazing team on the stream for putting up that graphic of my name. And we are back, folks, for the second quarter of this game. My name is Nico Arciniegas McAllister, all the way from beautiful Sunnyside Park, Winter Park, Florida. I'll be calling this game for you, folks. And it is, again, Netherlands against Korea. Netherlands a pretty fast-paced offense, able to corral 5 scores in that first half. As I said, it felt like it flew by, no stops, no timeouts, both teams just going at it. And ultimately, it is Netherlands who make the most out of every single possession they've had so far. No empty trips for them. And that's what you want to see as a head coach. I think Martin Versteeg must be very happy with the production on their team, at least on the offensive side. And if you're going to be honest, the defensive side just as well. They've been able to hold Korea, who've got pretty good players on the offensive side, to only 2 scores in a rocket that just hit the bottom, one of the top bars of the goal that is being defended by Theo Kim. That was number 5, Owen Mcdonald, who just seems to be everywhere right now. Back number 22 is going to find the open man, or at least try to take the shot. Again, Owen, great save by Theo Kim, who seems to have a disappointed look at his defenders, and that's the story we've seen all morning so far. Owen McDonald, that little bounce pass got out of his hands. He's going to take a shot and saved by Theo Kim. Great reaction by him. Great movement and an interception by number 22 for the Netherlands as they begin again this offensive possession. Josh Vanderhorst, another save by Theo Kim, and we're going back the other way. Korea this time around trying to play a bit more tactical and conservative. They don't want to give away this possession. A little bit over 12:50 to go on this second half. No timeouts, no timeouts yet, no stops, and that was a big mistake by the Korean defense. As you see Netherlands transitioning, it'll be 3 against 2 on that offensive side. Ryu Shin and another great save by Theo Kim. Theo Kim really saving or putting his body on the line for his team. He's got already 3 quick saves in under 3 minutes for this first half. We'll see how much he's able to hold that ground. Still no scores on this second quarter. That is number 54 for the Netherlands. Gonna pass it to number 11, Ken Chin. Ken Chin gonna dish it to number 14, Ivan Barreiro Gioso. Pardon me, that was Tijin Vanderbosch. That was number 14. Owen McDonald on the ball. Currently trying to figure out that shot. And then number 6 for them, Christian Del Rocco, also trying to find his own shot. Ultimately a turnover, not only by Netherlands, but shortly after Korea trying to corral that ball, just sends it out of bounds. 11:30 to go in this second quarter. Christian Del Rocco back to number 54. That is Joyce Utersalenberger. Number 6, again, Christian Del Rocco. Trying to find his best. The comp is going to take a shot. He rips it right through, and it's Theo Kim again with his cat-like reflexes that is able to save and maintain that Korea side. Only 3 scores away from Netherlands. Quick transition into offense. First successful one we've seen here in the second half. And that was about to be a doubtful decision, young man. Gonna try to take a shot from that far out. Might not have been the smartest thing to do. Thankfully for them, he's decided to go over it and try to send it to one of his teammates. And that was another hit by Korea. Number 22, Luke Smith, doing the most, corralling that miss by one of his teammates that bounced off of one of the posts and just runs by his defender with a little bit of that jiggly move that he has. And a hard shot there Bounces off the post. Smith very quickly to realize he's got an open lane to just go in front of the goalie and have an easy shot. A little bit under 9:40 to go here in the second quarter. It'll be 42 this time for Korea. That will be substituted for the face-off, and then Phillip Beijard will stay here for the Netherlands.
Flag down. Unnecessary roughness will be called on in the Netherlands. Korea will be man up for 2 minutes.
And we are back with the feed, folks. Thank you for tuning in with us. Remember, this is the Lax Sports Network on laxsn.com. Live from Limerick, Ireland, here for the Platinum semifinal between Korea and Netherlands. Nothing happened in that short amount of time that we were gone. 7:55 to go in this first half. Again, it seems Netherlands is toying a little bit with that defensive side from Korea. You see them try to get a little bit physical there with Owen Mcdonald, and it works. They've managed to push them out of bounds. Two scores make the difference right now for both of these teams. Owen Mcdonald trying to pressure up, and that is not Owen. Excuse me. That is Owen. Now transitioning quickly into offense. That is number 9 Mingyu Choi, giving it to Ethan Ashley. Again, Ashley, one of the few that have been able to score for Korea, and one of the more creative players. A lot of one-on-ones for him. He's got a great shot on his bag, and he's always got that shiftiness that allows him to be one step ahead of his defender. That is number 42 for them right now. The man that's been doing everything for them in terms of face-offs. Again, number 22, Luke Smith, trying to find Ethan Ashley. Ashley again in no rush, 6:30 to go in this second quarter. Still with the same score, 5-3 for the Netherlands. Timeout called, and we'll be right back with you.
Netherlands lead 5-3.
And we are getting ready to go here with 4:40 left on this second quarter for the platinum semifinal between Korea and Netherlands. It is 5-3 for the European team, and it is currently Luke Smith on the ball. Referees say it will stay on this side of the field. However, it will be Korea's possession still on offense. Number 22 against running away from his defender. Going to take another shot. One of those ground shots. Good thinking, but better anticipation by the Netherlands goalkeeper. That is Joshua Bansulian, number 45. Again, Korea. Number 82, Theo Kim. Not in a rush to get anything going. A little bit under 4 minutes to go here. Gonna take a crazy shot there, number 42. Still Korea's possession. Not the best shot, not the best look either they could have taken. Maybe being a bit more patient might work this time around. That is number 4, Ethan Ashley, trying to do it all by himself as he did before. Number 42 going to take a long shot from the outside, and maybe it's time for me to stop saying don't take those shots, young man. If you got that kind of cannon, let loose. Number 42, the face-off specialist, is rewarded with a long goal here for Korea. That is way outside, way from downtown. A lot of strength to send that one over. Do you see him in the left side of your screen? Almost you couldn't even find him. And that big score and that big celebration, you know how much it means to the big guy. Face off again. Yu Yun Lee this time around, trying to take control of the possession. Ultimately, it is Netherlands who come back on top. Korea have gotten 2 unanswered scores on this second quarter. That has drawn them fairly close, or I should say, drawing only 1 score away from tying this game up. 2 minutes left. That is number 22, Josh Vanderhorst, trying to do everything by himself. Vanderhorst again. Owen Mcdonald gonna fake that first shot initially, and deflected by one of the Korean defenders. Now, number 94 is going to take control of this possession for the Netherlands when they're trying to find that open space. See if he can do it by himself. And again, a score by Netherlands. That was number 54, Luke Michael McDonald, Owen's brother. First to get on the score sheet and makes that little difference of 1-2 as Netherlands go up 6-4 against Korea here in this platinum semifinal. Remember, folks, we got a little bit under a minute to go here on this first half that has absolutely flown by. Only really been a total of 41 minutes. Phillip Beijard still the one to be on the face-off. Korea thinking a little bit more outside of the box and getting a lot more reps to a different set of players. So they keep that Netherlands face-off squad wondering who'll be next and who's going to come in. Now they've got no set player to do that, as Phillip Beijard, the specialist, has done. He's been the only one to come out. Korea's got a bunch of them. And with 11 seconds to go on this first half, Korea has just turned the ball over and wasted the last possession of the game. Seems there's going to be a timeout by the Netherlands with 7 seconds to go. Just wanted to remind you folks and thank you for watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship live from the University of Limerick in Limerick, Ireland on laxsports.com. We'll be right back. And that was Netherlands. Owen Mcdonald. Sorry, I had my mic off. I did not realize as I was calling. That will make the final score this game 7-4 for this first half as the clock runs out. We'll take a closer look at that replay. Number 54 gonna dish it. Second score of the game for Owen Mcdonald, 7-4 on this first half. That is the end of the second quarter. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship live from the University of Limerick in Limerick, Ireland on laxsports.com. Still one more face-off to go, even though the screen shows that the clock has run out essentially, and it does now. We'll be right back with you folks.
How'd you get the coffee, did we?
And welcome back, folks, to the live coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship provided by the Lax Sports Network on laxsn.com. All the way from the University of Limerick at Limerick, Ireland, it is Korea and Netherlands who fight for the platinum semi-final. World Lacrosse Men's U21. The score is 7-4 on this third quarter. Very fast-paced offense on both sides of the field. Korea really doing the most in that second quarter. Had a couple unanswered points until Netherlands started to act with a bit more urgency. And now what seemed to be a score of a difference of just one score quickly turned into three scores, as Netherlands, let's just remind you all that they came off a last second score on that second quarter to close that half. And again on the ball, another shot, and it is saved by Theo Kim. Theo has had a rough morning, however, done a lot better now. Again, talk about that rough morning. Gives possession over to Netherlands again, and another opportunity to extend that lead. Shot, another save by Theo Kim. It will stay on this side. Netherlands will continue their offense with 2 minutes gone by in this third quarter. It is number 54, one of the McDonald brothers, Luke Michael. Now this time around, missed shot. However, it will be Korea's ball. Theo Kim pointing for a long pass. And Korea reaches it. That is number 82, Untitled Kim. Now, number 20, that is Dong Jun Lee. Ethan Ashley at the bottom of your screens asking for it. Miss Paz still able to corral that one. Number 22, Luke Smith staying in possession for Korea. Gonna go again on a one-on-one once more. We've seen his shots pretty impressive. A lot of pick setting around, trying to see if they can make those type of undercuts to find the open men. And a little bit too strong of a pass there. Over 3 minutes have gone by now. Netherlands quickly transitioning into offense. That is number 22 for them, Josh Vanderhorst. Still scanning the field, looking for his option. Owen Mcdonald currently on the ball. I'm sorry, excuse me, that is Christian De La Rocco. And that was one of the McDonald brothers. To be more precise, Luke Michael trying to ask for a high up pass from De La Rocco. Didn't get it. De La Rocco gonna take a slash. And what seemed to be a save by Theo Kim turns to a score by De La Rocco with a left slash. Korea trying to shake this one off. You see Theo telling his defenders, let's go, let's shake this one off. Let's move on to the next, on to the next. And Theo actually almost saved that one. It did bounce off his stick, hit right side, and a little bit of finger pointing there on the Korean side. Maybe not finger pointing, more maybe just showing him substitutions, but we're going to have a timeout right now, and that's still the third quarter with 11:23 to go. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship live from the University of Limerick at Limerick, Ireland on laxsn.com. We'll be right back. And we are back, folks, ready for face-off and for play in this third quarter to resume with 11:23 to go. And Netherlands already extending their lead to double what Korea have scored so far in this game. And the referee will give this ball on to Korea. About second or third possession in this third quarter. Offensively, in a quick shot, it is missed. And Netherlands quickly take over possession. A little bit of a careless turnover there by the Korean side. Sees their counterparts go to work again on offense. And most of the clock has been consumed by Netherlands here on the offensive side. At least the first 5 minutes of this quarter have been like this. A little bit over 10 minutes to go. That is Netherlands again on the possession. Saved by Michael McDonald. Theo Kim was trying to corral that shot. Number 19 finding the open man, but Korea swarming the white jerseys. And it will in turn go the other way around once more. And another forced turnover by Korea. They resume possession now, and it'll be Theo Kim who gets things started for them offensively. Still scanning the field, trying to look where to go, where the open man will end up, or who will he be. Had a little bit over a minute now just to think of what pass he wants to take, and that was probably not the best of his performances thus far. It seems like there was a timeout called. Not a timeout called, but maybe a foul. We will resume play instead. And that is correct. We will resume play with Ethan Ashley in control of the ball. Trying to find Luke Smith, who is behind the goal. Number 42, the man that has scored a couple times. That way from a couple lunches from further distances. That is number 45, Joshua Van Sulien, the goalkeeper for Netherlands, who will start possession. Is he going to run the length of the field? Of course not. He's going to dish it on to number 25 on defense, who in turn gives it back to him. And we see both teams trying to hold higher lines of pressure to force a little bit more turnovers and find themselves closer to the opposition's goal. No luck, however, as Netherlands have made the right combination of passes to get out of this pressure and are closer to scoring another one than they were of having a turnover. That is Owen Mcdonald, who is in possession. Open man and a safe shot by Theo Kim, but number 18 is able to corral it back. Jun Kalf. And again, another safe shot by Theo Kim, who's been the star of the day. And then again, it is Owen Mcdonald who says, all right, I've seen too much of this. Decides to take one of his famous sick left side rips, and that was not McDonald. That was Christian De La Rocco at the bottom of your screen. He's asking for that pass. He knows where he wants to send that ball, and he does so. That should be his third score of the day. Netherlands starting to get away with this one. 5-score difference. Nothing is set in stone yet, but it's gonna be hard to come back if this deficit is just gonna keep on incrementing. And the foul. Little bit of a rough up there by the Netherlands offensive side. Ethan Ashley will be the one to continue possession for Korea. Over 6 minutes to go on this third quarter. That has flied just as fast as the other two before this one. Score is 9-4 for the Netherlands. Then Luke Smith does a little step over and find the right space to make this shot count and to create a score. That is 9-5, making that difference just 4 shots this time. And look at that step over. He just changes completely the direction. Number 25 is left with no remedy but just to watch as he is left in the dust. And a great score and a great solo goal there by number 22, Luke Smith. Face off again. Beijard. Number 6, Yu Yun Lee. Interception there by number 23 for the Netherlands. That is Phillip Beijard, the face-off specialist. 4:30 to go in this quarter. McDonald dishes it to one of his teammates. Gonna find De La Roca on the opposite side near the sideline. We've already seen what he's capable of doing when you give him just a tiny bit of space and an angle from that left side, and he's gonna just rip right through it again. Theo Kim a lot more confident saving that missile somehow. A little bit over 4 minutes to go. Quickly transitioning into offense, Ethan Ashley missed shot or saved and ricocheted by one of the Netherlands players. And now it is ultimately Joshua Bansulian, the goalkeeper, who gives the outlet pass and finds quickly his other teammates transitioning into offense. And here we are on the opposite side of the field where everything is covered in blue. And Netherlands is just trying to find open space to get some shots. Again, no luck there. Korea trying to do as best as they can to transition quickly into offense and not give many opportunities to the defensive side to set. And that was another shot by Korea. Hits one of the posts. Trying to save that one in there. No luck. Little bit of another turnover. Unforced turnover there by Netherlands. And a little bit over 2:30 to go in this quarter. Score is 9-5 for the Netherlands. Korea now taking their sweet time to find the opening and to create a crack on this highly talented defense that seems to be communicating perfectly, picking up the players that somebody else has dropped. And whenever somebody has been either outrun or juked, there's always a second defender that's coming in to help, just like we've seen there. Ethan Ashley was going to have a pretty open shot, however, he gets past his first defender and help defenses right there to close out that gap. Another transition into offense after an outlet pass. 1:30 to go in this first half. Number 22, Josh Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst. McDonald. Luke Michael McDonald, I should say. There seems to be somebody on the field. A hit as players walk off. Medical staff fairly quickly to get there. Hope that everything is alright with a Korean player. Korea were currently a man up. And we see the solidarity of the teammates and players staying nearby them and taking a knee. Hopefully this is nothing too serious, folks. We'll be right back with you. And essentially, nothing extremely bad happened. Thankfully, the player was alright. We will be double checking on him. And 50 seconds to go in this third quarter. That deficit's still pretty big. Four score difference. Ethan Ashley was about to take one of the shots, but decides to pass it through. Luke Smith quick to react to keep the ball on this side of the field. And a missed shot by Korea. Luke Smith at the far side of your screen. He's the one to corral the missed shots and the missed passes back there. And again, Van Sulien gonna save that shot. Great defense by the Netherlands trying to take that outlet pass. Great pass from McDonald and a skip shot by number 22, Josh Vanderhorst. Great combination play. And again, just with 3 seconds left, somehow Netherlands with those just two passes, they get to the other side of the field. They run the length of the field, and a great assist by Owen Mc. That is not Owen McDonald. That is Christian Del Rocco. Sorry, a nice assist by Christian Del Rocco for Josh Vanderhorst, who just has to be patient and wait to pretend to shoot it. Just make it a bounce, and it will go in. Again, 5 score difference. 3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And that is all for this third quarter. Thank you for watching. And remember, this is the end of the third quarter with a score of 10-5, Netherlands winning against Korea. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship live from the University of Limerick at Limerick, Ireland. And I just wanted to quickly invite you and everyone that's listening to watch our game at 7 a.m. Eastern Time for the championship, Israel against Japan on the LSN network. It'll be Tom Eschen who'll be on the call. And then at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. European Time, another championship game, Germany and Ireland on the LSN network. Tom will also be calling that game today. And then to finish off the three headlines that he's got, a next championship game, Czech Republic against Puerto Rico. at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. European Time. Remember, again, it is Tom Eschen who will be on the call on the LSN network. We're going to go into a little break before we go into the fourth quarter. I am Nico Arciniegas, and remember, you are watching the World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship on laxsn.com. And we are quickly back for this fourth quarter as we resume the Platinum semifinal between Netherlands and Korea, a rematch of that game back on August 12th on Friday that saw Netherlands triumph over Korea 11-8. This game definitely a bit more different. Netherlands already's got 10 scores to their name, and while Korea's only got 5. Now, I believe the team with the white jerseys will want to be a bit more careful each time they are given the ball, just to make sure that you are taking a good chunk of the time away from possession and the possibility for the other team to get more possessions and have more offensive chances. We got 30, 13, 40 to remaining on this fourth quarter. Korea still trying to get out of that high pressure by the Netherlands. Christian De La Rocco trying to outrun number 20, and a bad pass by number 20. That is Luke Michael McDonald gonna take a backward shot. No good. It will stay on this side of the field with just over 13 minutes to go. We're still here with Netherlands in possession. Christian De La Rocco. And that was a lightning strike by number 19, Marc Jacobs Mortenberg. That is his second or third score of the game. That is his second score of the game for today. Another assist for De La Rocco, who's been the star player today, I might add. Couple scores to his name already on that stat sheet. And needless to say, he's got a couple assists as well. Yep, De La Rocco, he's had 4 scores to his name already and 1 assist. Whereas number 19, that is his second score of the game. Face off ready, and it is Korea who come up with it. Score is 11-5. Gonna get stick checked on that side. Sandwich in between those two with a white jersey, but he's able to hold on to that ball. Number 82, Theo Kim. Ethan Ashley on the ball, gonna take a shot and a score, and that was not Ethan Ashley. That was Luke Smith, number 22. He seems to be limping a bit. Looks like he'll be walking off that pain. Couldn't really tell what it was. Maybe that last hit by number 36 after he had scored. There was obviously no ill intention in that. It's just the physicality of the sport. And it is Korea that are one man up now and find themselves at a 5 goal difference, 11 to 6, with a little bit over 11, a little bit over, a little bit under, sorry, 11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Use your feet, use your legs, use your stick, anything you may want, and you will get called a foul eventually. And that was what the referee was saying. Korea will have possession again, so they will have the chance to make this a slimmer lead. Not trying to overpopulate that middle area, just letting the players stand by, cut, and that sees the Nashi after a rip of the net. A long shot there, but not a great reaction by Van Sulien, who's had a pretty good morning, I'd like to say. And if you give just a bit of space to either Ethan or to Luke, those will surely make you pay. Those men know that the few opportunities that they have, they should be able to convert, and in most occasions they do. It is rather weird to see them not do so. And again, Korea, as they gain more momentum, they're trying to reach the other side of the field, but two unanswered scores leaves them only 4 away. And now Korea has turned possession for Netherlands. Netherlands gonna be on top of this one. Netherlands still trying to substantially take more time off that clock and find a good enough angle to take a shot. De La Rocco at the far side. That is number 11, somebody we have not seen in a while, Ken Shin. And as I said, rotation of the ball. One of the McDonald brothers, that is Luke Michael. And De La Rocco still pretty much figuring out what he wants to do with the ball. Another pick set. Gonna take one of those famous steps to balance that shot, but this time Theo Kim is more than prepared for it. Little bit under 8 minutes to go this time. That got it right the first time. Sorry about that. Korea doing a much better job of quickly transitioning into offense and finding shots. Again, number 82, Hwante Kim, first score of the day. And they're gonna cut the lead to 3. Those were 3 unanswered scores as of now. And Netherlands definitely want to do something about that defensively. Martin Verstegen would probably want to talk things over with his players. And assistant coaches Andrew Dow and Wilco Mulder will probably want to say something as well. And that's what we'd imagine would happen. We'll be right back after this timeout. And we are underway with 7:30 to go exactly on this fourth quarter. Things have started. Whoa! And a big hit by number 41. They might return the favor, and they do. He is absolutely leveled by one of the Netherlands defenders. That was a big hit, but that does not stop him at all. Missed shot, still up in his feet. Good play, no dirty playing, just a lot of physicality, and that's what we like to see. Fair play. Quickly transitioning into offense for the first time in a while. That is Netherlands, and De La Rogo just realized that and took a couple steps off and said, "All right, let me get this thing right. Let me get things right this time around." He's been the man for them this game. He's helped set up some teammates, and he's got 4 scores himself already, so not too shabby. 6:20 to go. One man that we've mentioned before, Marc Jacobs Mortenberg, I believe this is the first game that he's got multiple scores. He could make it a hat trick soon with the way that he's playing. And that is Kenshin, sorry, his brother number 11. And again, number 22 on the ball, Justin Vanderhorst, trying to will his way in, trying to find an angle for that right shot. Not going to find it. Going to get swatted out. Again, one of the McDonald brothers going to dish it to De La Roca with that left swing that he's got in a score. And as I said in the beginning of this possession, he said it to himself. All right, let me get this one right. He does acknowledge that pass to his teammate, Owen Mcdonald, pardon me. And that makes it, again, 4 scores with a little bit over 5 minutes left to go in this fourth and last quarter of this Platinum semi-final game. The rematch between Korea and Netherlands, a game that happened August 12th. And Netherlands finished 11-8. You know, we're not going to have the same score now. Things could stay the same, but still not the same score. 4:40 to go right now. And Korea are given possession now. Trying to transition quickly into offense. And a long shot will stay on this side. Korea will keep control and possession of the ball. Saved by Bansulien, who's had a pretty good morning, and that is number 22, Luke Smith. Slow to get up. He seems to be in a bit of pain. He is able to stand up by himself before the medical stats reaches him. Bending over. He still seems to be in pain in his lower back or abdomen, it seems, as he was holding that. He will stay on the field, it seems. No, he will abandon the field. Light throttle will do, and it's always good to see the player do it by himself without the help of any trainers or any of the medical staff, which means it is nothing that you would be extremely worried about. You will want to check that over, however, as he is one of the better players in the team. Able to avoid a collision with one of the Korean players and save the ball. That was Owen Mcdonald. Vanderhorst. That is De La Roca with his preferred angle towards the left. 3:30 to go. And Netherlands just trying to keep possession. Vanderhorst pushing his way in again. Michael McDonald. And a save by number 8, Theo Kim. Little bit under 3 minutes to go. Theo signaling, alright, let's send this one over quickly to the other side to make sure that we scored. 4 minutes to go is still not a lot, but also not too little. And a big collision there. Foul gonna be called. Number 22, Vanderhorst. 2:30. And clock is winding down at the bottom of your screen. 22, Luke Smith has checked in as well, so he seems to be fine. A little bit of a hot pass right there, playing hot potato with it. And a bit of a slip up by number 41 for Netherlands. They try that pass with De La Rocco, and he gets control of it, and he scores. It's gonna be 13-8, 5-goal difference with 1 minute 57. Timeout. Remember, you are watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship live from the University of Limerick in Limerick, Ireland on laxsn.com. We are still in the fourth quarter, remaining 1:57 to go with a timeout and a score of 13-8 for the Netherlands. We'll be right back with you. And we are back, 150 to go here. Netherlands recoup that face-off. That is number 19, the man mentioned before, Marc Jacobs Mortenberg, with a game where he scored twice already, trying to make it a poker. Best performance we've seen from him thus far. And now, Netherlands being smart, looking at the clock, knowing well that now it will be a little too late maybe to have a reaction from Korea. Unless something crazy happens, I believe it is Netherlands who will ultimately take this game again. On that series, Korea has lost 2 against Netherlands, and this will complete the second game victory for Netherlands against Korea in this tournament. Almost about a week exactly ago, Netherlands celebrated their win of Group E against Korea. Now they do it. Now they will do it for the Platinum semifinal. And overall, just a very strong team, particularly offensively, in my opinion. great transitions. The players are very selfless. They share the ball. They want everyone to get the touches. They just want somebody to get they want the best look possible for everybody. And as the clock runs out and one of the McDonald brothers just dishes it in, there will be a couple seconds remaining for Theo Kim. Seems like that will be the end of the game. The Netherlands players go to celebrate with one another. And folks, I do want to remind you, Tom will be on the call for 3 different games today. The one at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Israel, Japan, 12 p.m. European Time. Then at 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. European Time, Germany against Ireland. On all of this on the LSN network, and then his last and final game of the day will be at 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. European time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, between the Czech Republic and Puerto Rico. Folks, just want to thank you once more for watching the Lax Sports Network's coverage of the U2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championship. Our final score was 13-8 on the semifinal from Netherlands and Korea. The Lax Sports Network is proud to bring you over 60 games from the World Championship. For a more complete schedule of games each day, follow us on social media at Lax Sports Network. Now, my name is Nico Arciniegas and I'm signing off. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a great and beautiful rest of your day. See you next time.
What are you doing after that?